Hello and welcome everyone to Middle-earth Universe YouTube channel. Today we will be having a look at one of the largest and the most powerful dragon ever existed in the history of Middle-earth, Ancalagon the Black. Before we dive into the subject, let's have a quick look at the dragons in Tolkien's universe to have a better understanding of them. Dragons lived throughout the first, second and the third ages of Middle-earth and may have lived longer. They were originally bred by Morgoth during the first age to serve as powerful war beasts. Seeing the strength of the Noldor in the battle, Morgoth realized that the orcs were not sufficient enough to defeat his enemies. He therefore began to breed a new race of monsters, the dragons. The dragons were huge and longeval with their lives spanning centuries. They shared a greed of treasure, subtle intelligence, immense cunning, great physical strength, and their eyes and words had a hypnotic power called the dragon spell. Those clever enough to avoid the spell never gave direct information but talked vaguely in riddles, since plainly refusing an answer would invite an immediate attack. The main traits distinguishing dragons of Middle-earth were whether they were breathed fire and how they moved. Ancalagon the Black was the greatest of all winged dragons. He was bred by Morgoth during the First Age and was the largest dragon to have ever existed in Middle-earth. The meaning of the name Ancalagon is rushing jaws or the biting storm. Ancalagon breathed fire which was said to be hotter than any other known flame. Holding the peaks of mountains as he stands from the hells of iron, he had black scales bigger than Noldor's shields covered his gigantic body, giving him an armor like no other. He was one of Morgoth's most powerful servants, bred to be the greatest and mightiest of all dragons, and the first of the winged fire drakes. After Eärendil made his journey to Valinor to convince the Valar to overthrow Morgoth and rescue the overmatched and defeated elves and Edain, the host of Valinor made a war upon Morgoth and destroyed his armies. Facing final defeat, Morgoth unleashed his last and greatest weapon. Ancalagon arose like a storm of wind and fire from the infernal pits of Angband, beneath the Iron Mountains, as a last defense of the realm of Dor Daedeloth. Near the end of the War of Wrath, the pitted Morgoth's hosts against the hosts of Valar, Morgoth sent Ancalagon to lead a fleet of winged dragons from the fortress of Angband to destroy the Dark Lord's enemies. So powerful was the assault, the fleet of dragons attacked with the fire and lightning at the armies of Valar were forced to retreat. When it felt like Morgoth was starting to have the winning hand again, Eärendil arrived from the west aboard Wingelot, his blessed ship. He was accompanied by the eagles of Manwe. The eagles and Eärendil dueled with Ancalagon and other dragons for a day. Eventually, Eärendil was victorious, casting Ancalagon down upon Thangorodrim and destroying the volcanic mountains in his fall. The death of Ancalagon marked the end of Morgoth's final resistance. Thank you everyone for watching our video. I hope all of you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe our channel, like our video and leave a comment, and make sure to check our store Vault of Middle-earth to get your unique Lord of the Rings merch designs.